Uh, anyway, make sure your doors are locked and secure or whatnot, because the cops go try to get in your house by any means. And I say that for real because they actually do that. For real though. I mean they gonna make lies and stuff, gonna try to trick you or whatever, try to get in your house without your consent or whatever. You might be somewhere else and they break into your house and tear your stuff up for looking for something that's not even there or whatever whatnot. For real though. It's crazy as ever. So yeah, y'all gotta be careful with that. Anyway. Now, I mean I actually saw this video about these women that actually was cutting off these men's genitals or whatever and that was crazy. That's crazy as ever. For real though. I mean and one woman actually made some soup with this homeless man genitals and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? For real though. I'm telling you, she killed the guy again. For real though. She killed him and she took his stuff. Took his organs and all that stuff, and especially his genitals. Made some stew or whatever. And she fed it to the other homeless individuals. For real though. That was crazy. I cannot make this stuff up whatsoever. For real though. Anyway, now it was this dude, I don't know what happened, but he ended up licking all all 80 of these kids or whatever. For real though. And it's crazy. It's oh my goodness, it was really something. I'm like, dang, that's some messed up stuff. He tried to he blicked both of these women up in their heads, but they survived though. You know what I'm saying? The only ones that didn't survive was the kids. He got killed by going through going in a shootout with the police or whatever. For real though. So yeah, I can understand that though. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And I don't know what made him flip out like that though. I don't know what made him flip out like that. Anyway, so yeah, it was crazy as ever. Anyway, so these cops actually shot this dude up in St. Marcos, right? And it was crazy. It was you know what I'm saying, they Duddy had a gun and all that stuff, and then you know what I'm saying, had they blinks up there pointing at him. One to bust the window out, tased him. After the dude tased him, he you know what I'm saying, was jerking back because shoot, when the electricity hits your body is going lose function. You can't control it. So when he went back, they blinked him. They blinked him down. 85 times. That was crazy. That was crazy as ever. For real though. I mean over a traffic stop. For real though. That was crazy. They thought he had a gun and he didn't have no blanket on him or whatever. Anyway, this is the point. Now, this 9-year-old boy shot this 8-year-old girl over losing a video game. Losing a game. Oh my goodness. She beat him in a video game or whatever around her. And he just got ticked off because she bragged. She bragged about it. Or whatever. So dude just got in his feelings. And he you know what I'm saying? No words. Pops had the blinks and the shield. For real though. So yeah, I mean shoot, he got in trouble because you know what I'm saying, stuff was the house was messed up and yeah, of course, I think he was supposed to clean it or something like that. For real though. But anyway, she was outside riding through the snow. But the snow I think it was dang snowmobile or something, a snow sled or whatever went on. For real though, because they was in Pennsylvania. It snowed and all that. For real though. And like he just like, went to go get the like, key that his father had up in a lamp or whatever went on. And he like, went to like, the cupboard that had the blinks in it or whatever. He went to another room to get the shell. He put one of the shells in the gun or whatever went on. Took the like shade from the window, right? Put it right down to like, this girl called Jessica, right? And he blinked her. Right up in her back. Hit her lung and her spine or whatever went on. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. It was crazy as ever. Real. And dude hurried up, put the shade back on, and like, you know what I'm saying? He actually like, took the shell out, the blink or whatever, and put it down. Now, he had his father, one of his father's like, hunting rifles or whatever went on. For real though. That was crazy. That was crazy as ever. And he just acted like a lot of people was alert. For real, because they thought the sniper was after the kids or whatever went on. For real. But the way that he acted like, well, it was bound to happen. Like, what? Like, she acted like she got what she got. Like, that's crazy. For real. But they took it easy on him, though. Why? Because they said, and they get this, like, and they said he did manslaughter. I'm like, and now he's like still free out here. He got arrested, but now he's free. Record cleared and all that because why? They saying it was an accident. It wasn't no accident. That was assassination right there. For real though. Anyway, so yeah, it was crazy. But this, like, happened in 1989. Just like I say, he was 9 years old. For real though. It was crazy how he, like, did that stuff. His name was, like, I think his name was something like, I think that it was, like, it started with a K or something like that. For real though, but for real, that stuff crazy as ever. I think his name was, like, I don't know. I think it was Karen or something like that. And something like that, for real though. But anyway, that stuff was crazy as ever. For real though. Now this like lady, like, trying to run down this like, mailman with her car or whatever went up. And that stuff, I don't know what's up with that. Because like, shoot, I mean, like, see, try to run them down for no reason or whatever. I'm like, yeah, that's something stupid or whatever. Whatnot. Rather, I mean, like, I don't know what she was thinking when she did that. Trying to run him down. I don't know. I think because he was a bit, I don't know. Maybe color of his skin or something like that. I have no idea. I think we got, I think she didn't want no black mailman or whatever. I don't know. I can't put my finger on the game. For real though. Anyway, so now it's like, it's just like crazy as ever. For real though. Anyway, so I'm just up there like, essentially thinking about some or whatever. But for real though. Anyway, it's like, then I'm like, on, like, what I'm saying, just doing my thing on, like, go to your day or whatever or not. For real though. And like, yeah, I'm about like, build her up before I like, take care of the rest of the Yoda 6 or whatever. Because I already took out the snake. I gotta take out some more people or whatever. A lot of people actually. You know, and I don't use one katana. I use two katanas. You know, but anyway, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Hit the bell notification so you see my next upload and my next post game. And I'll make sure I make another one tomorrow. And oh yeah, you can check out my previous videos if you like, gang. So long, farewell, goodbye.